This is a follow-up to a previous video I did on buying bare land. Did you make your list? Are you ready to go look? That's probably the first thing to do, is once you have made your list, don't worry about the ifs, ands, or buts. Make your list of what you want, see what's out there, and go set foot on the piece of property. I can't tell you, many times I've talked to people about different properties and they fall in love with it online. It's like, no, you have to get out there. You need to set foot on that property. I've been doing this a lot of years, and until somebody actually puts their foot on the piece of property, you don't know if you love it or hate it. So do that. After you've made your list, everything that you want on a piece of property, take a look. Let's go find one. Let's go look at one. Walk it together. Doesn't matter how big it is. Walk corner to corner. Walk the middle of it. Figure out, let your mind run wild. Where would you put a house? Where would you put a barn? Where would you put a shop? Where would your kids play? Where do you just want to kick back and not be bothered? Think about all these things because they do matter. Once we find something that might be something that is going to work, then we look at utilities. Okay? Chances are we're not going to go look at anything that absolutely does not have access to something. But you're going to find out what a septic system is if you're not familiar with it. Many times people will say, is there sewer available? If you're looking for rural properties, no, most likely not. It's going to need a septic system. There's a variety of septic systems out there depending on the soil type. So many of these things, though, we can kind of filter out as you're looking at properties. I'm familiar enough to know with the area to know if this is going to take more of a standard type septic system that's a lower cost, or if it's going to take an AT&T system, which can run quite a bit of money. We'll filter those things out. Do you want to drill a well? Wells can range between 250 to 600 feet deep. Power. I mentioned in the other video, which side of the road is the power on? Does it have a transformer? These things are things that we can talk about as we're on the property. Don't feel like it's a waste of time to go look at a property before you're really ready to pull the trigger. You have to do that. Once you do that one time, it's going to put in place so many different things of what to look for the next one. Chances are the first property you go look at may not be the one for you. Could be, but you don't know that. Then we look at zoning. What are you going to do with the property? What kind of house do you want to put on it? Or do you even want to put a house on it? What are you looking to do? That list is critical. Everything you want, put it out there, and we will filter through it. So that would be the next step. And once you go look at the property and we start putting things together, you obviously need to do a budget. I can help you with that as well. We can put costs together. We can get quotes. We can do everything we need to do to make sure you're staying within that price range. But getting out and setting foot on the property is vital because so many times people have said, this is the size of property I want. And they go out and look at that size of property and it's either way too big or way too small. Very seldom is it just right, but it could be. It all depends on how other neighbors are situated. Don't be afraid to go look. Okay, that is my job, to get you out there, get you on the property, hands-on. It's critical. So don't get intimidated on buying property. It's out there, it's available, and there's so many options to choose from. Just know that it's not a cookie cutter type process. There are totally hundreds of variables as far as location and roads and utilities and wells and septics and everything to consider. Don't get intimidated. You just have to start checking the boxes and checking them off. So once you've done that, we get out there and look at it, then we'll start negotiating, get you the property that you want.